Hey everyone, how's it going? Today I want to take you on an incredible journey back in time to meet Levi, a character from the Bible who, even starting out as an ordinary person, became an absolutely iconic figure in the history of God's people. Get ready, because this is a story full of determination, life-changing choices, and a legacy that still resonates today. Let's go. Picture a young man named Levi, living in a time when the land was full of challenges, extended families, and deeply rooted traditions. He was a son of Jacob, a man already known for his strength, his faith, and for having sons who would become the beginning of the 12 tribes of Israel. But Levi wasn't just another one of the brothers. There was something about him that made him stand out, an intensity, a sense of justice, and courage that would make him remembered for generations. Levi grew up observing the world around him, learning early that life was not just about surviving, but about fighting for what is right. And it was exactly this courage that became known when one event marked his story in a definitive way. It was a time of family tensions, rivalries that could erupt at any moment. And it was there that Levi, together with his brother Simeon, made a decision no one would ever forget, defending the family's honor. You remember the story of Dinah, right? Yes, the one that completely changed the trajectory of the tribe of Levi. Dinah, Jacob's daughter, was wronged by Shechem, a local prince. When Jacob found out, he was furious, but hesitant to act alone. That's when Levi stepped in, with Simeon by his side. They came up with a plan that showed not just courage, but also a sharp mind for strategy. They proposed a deal. Shechem could marry Dinah, but there was a condition. Every man in the city had to undergo circumcision. The prince agreed, thinking it would solve the problem peacefully, but Levi, with unrelenting determination, waited for the right moment. When the men were vulnerable, still recovering from the circumcision, Levi and Simeon led a decisive attack. They defended the family's honor with a force that was both impressive and terrifying. This action, as harsh as it might seem, left a deep mark. It showed that Levi was not someone who backed down from injustice. He had a sharp sense of justice, even if it meant making difficult and unpopular decisions, and that intensity would define the tribe that would carry his name, the Levites, known for their dedication, discipline, and central role in Israel's spiritual history. Speaking of spirituality, Levi was not just a warrior or family protector. He was destined for something much greater. Over time, his tribe became known as the guardians of the law and sacred services. They didn't own large plots of land like other tribes, but their legacy lay at the heart of worship and spiritual instruction for the people of Israel. They would be the priests, the temple musicians, the spiritual leaders guiding generations in faith and service to God. Imagine this. The same Levi who once fought with determination to protect his sister's honor became the founder of a tribe devoted to safeguarding and preserving faith. It's almost as if every action of his was part of a bigger plan, preparing the way for something much deeper. The Levites, his descendants, would inherit this intensity, courage, and devotion, serving in the temple, teaching the law, leading songs, and keeping the flame of faith alive. And it doesn't stop there. Levi's story also reminds us of the complexity of human life. He shows us that courage and devotion don't always come in a graceful or easy way. Sometimes, it's through bold actions, even difficult confrontations, that a lasting legacy is forged. Levi teaches us that every choice matters, every moment of standing firm in the face of injustice shapes the path toward something greater. Today, when we think of the Levites, we are not just talking about an ancient tribe. We are talking about a line of people who inherited Levi's spirit, courage, dedication, justice, and unwavering faith. They became essential to Israel's spiritual identity, reminding everyone that true strength comes from protecting what is right and serving others with dedication, and that is what makes Levi so fascinating. He is more than just a name in the Bible. He is an example of how a person, even living in difficult times and making controversial decisions, can leave a legacy that spans generations. He shows us that courage and faith can walk together, and that the impact of our choices goes far beyond what we can imagine. So, guys, when you think of Levi, Remember the determined young man, the protective brother, the founder of a tribe that would become essential to Israel's spiritual history. Remember that every decision, every act of courage, can echo through time, shaping not just one life, but an entire community. And if you enjoyed this journey into the past, don't forget to leave a comment. Comment on what impressed you most about Levi, and subscribe for more amazing stories from the Bible. Until next time, everyone, and remember, Levi's courage reminds us that sometimes, we need to act with determination and faith to leave a legacy.